Every week on The Divide, we choose a topic that Americans are arguing about and try to find some common ground. And I will tell you, there is never a shortage of things to choose from. People find ways to disagree about almost anything these days. For example, this week Seattle made the top of some list that ranks cities by their hygge level. Hygge is a Danish word that basically means cozy. Apparently, Seattle is a good place to curl up by the fireplace with a book and a cup of coffee on a rainy day. That sounds about right. What could possibly be controversial about that? Well, we are in Seattle where people get outraged by everything, and a local columnist decided this ranking was problematic. In a commentary titled, "Could Seattle Get Any Whiter Than Its Ranking as Top Hygge City?" he suggests, among other things, that coziness and things like fireplaces are something enjoyed only by rich white people, and therefore Seattle should not want to be at the top of this list. Okay, why, in today's political climate, do we have to create divides where they don't exist? We get so outraged by every little thing that we lose sight of more important issues. If we're outraged by everything, then the outrage we express over issues of actual importance is easier for others to dismiss. I'll admit that when it comes to not focusing on more important issues, I've been guilty as well. For example, that time President Donald Trump was hurling paper towels at survivors of Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico. Was it tone deaf? Yeah, a bit. Was it presidential? Not really. And I talked about it on the news a lot that day. In hindsight, I'm sure there were more pressing issues that needed my attention. So maybe selective outrage isn't such a bad thing. Not in the sense that we only get outraged by things the other political party does, but in the sense that we could all be more selective about what things are really worthy of our time and debate, what things we really need to be divided over. We've become so wrapped up in disagreeing that we can't even agree on the smallest things. Like, just maybe, Seattle's ranking on some random list isn't all that controversial. That it's not worthy of deepening a divide, especially over race, an issue that certainly merits attention, but for reasons that have nothing at all to do with a list that ranks cities based on their level of coziness.